Everything to me was pretty normal. I like for a teacher to actually sit down and kind of conversate. If a teacher, to me, or administrator goes around the school asking, students, how is your day going? How are your classes? How is everything going at home? Is everything okay? It makes students feel a lot more comfortable than for an administrator or even a teacher to just go back and be like, go to class. I don't care what you're doing. Go to class. It gives you a sense of warmth and connection when an administrator or even a teacher, asks you personal questions. How are you doing? How's your life going?
Basically, get to know them. Get to know who they are and what they're about, not what their history is about. Because I hate when people read, because when I was in treatment centers, they have to read a file about me. And that's what they would go off, is my file, my history. They wouldn't go off who I was inside. And that's what I really didn't like. I know probably schools don't have files on kids, about like their whole history, but just try to, if they're in foster care and they're maybe having difficulties at home, just try to get to know them a little bit and try to get to know who they are instead of, like I said, about their history. Because you'll find about a lot of things that are different than what you may hear.
A lot of schools, they do, when foster care, they do get police records, whatever. Let's say a kid was on probation. A school is going to get their probation officer number, a couple numbers to contact parents or group home directors, foster care directors. They're going to get all these numbers. And if you get, like, let's say a kid was on probation, or he was a mental health kid, so he has a his social worker or his doctor. When you get these records, automatically a teacher or principal, counselor, whoever looks at the records, they're going to assume, okay, well, he's on probation, he might steal from me, or he's on probation, he might be a violent person, or he's a mental health kid, he could just snap at any time and do whatever. If you don't see any signs, even if you do see some signs, but it's not too big, because, a lot of kids, some kids are slow. You're going to run into some kids that are slow. Just for comfortability, if you just don't give them a look, or if you feel you're going to give them a funny look, maybe you should just turn your head or something. Because, we're all people. We're all human beings. If we say something funny and humorous, we're going to laugh. We may giggle, even if we don't want to. You can't help it. That's you. So, turn your head and laugh, or if you think the kid's on probation, don't act so scared of him. Try to get to know him, talk to him. Maybe he's not so much of a scary person, or she's not a scary person. And those are just things that make us comfortable, and also stop the assumption thing, because, hey, we as students, we might have an assumption about you, like, oh, she's so stuck up, or he or she's thinking this about me, and I'm not about to do no work because she's an a-hole. And, me personally, I don't like to think of those things. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, if you're assuming about me and I'm assuming about you, I think that we as us people, that we should just come together and have communication.
Even if you have read files about anybody, be positive. Think positive, even if their files are negative. If you automatically think positive about a person, they'll, tend to become more closer to you. Even if they're very distant, keep thinking positive. Don't think, oh, because he's so negative, I won't be able to, break that shell, break that wall, and know him as a person. Keep trying, keep going, because maybe you're the person that will help them to be a better person, or help them. They might be, want to commit suicide or something like that. God forbid you want to think like that, but you might be the person that will help them think, you know what, this teacher has done so much for me, this administrator has done so much for me, makes me want to be a better person, makes me want to think positive. And you might be the person that will help them be that person. So always think positive. Don't start off thinking negative, because then your relationship, even if you don't have a relationship, your attitude towards that person will automatically be negative.
Don't be scared of us because we have a history. But more likely, have a positive outlook on things. Yeah.